Good afternoon, Bangkok. My name is Daniel Anthony. I'm the DevRel here at zkCandy. Now, it's a little weird, probably you heard, this is a game day. What's zkCandy doing here? How many games did you just see on our entire deck? It's probably so many of them. Well, let's begin with that. What is zkCandy? So first of all, zkCandy, as mentioned by our MC, is a strategic collaboration between Matter Labs, who run zkSync, I believe they need no introduction, and iCandy Interactive, Southeast Asia and Australia's largest game development company. For the geeks in the hall, zkCandy is a Type 4 ZK EVM. That means it's a high-level language equivalent. If you read Vitalik's blog, you'll know what this is. For those of you who don't read Vitalik's blog, it means you don't need to learn a new language. You can still use Solidity or Viper to write your smart contracts, but just change the tooling that's required to compile them. Right, that's all the geeky stuff you're going to hear today. We're a gaming-centered Layer 2 blockchain. Our finality, our data availability is all on the... Excuse me, hello? Our finality and all our data availability will be on the Ethereum mainnet. We're able to integrate seamlessly with zkSync hyperchains thanks to the amazing work they do in scaling Ethereum. And these hyperbridges allow us to communicate with virtually... Is my mic okay? Yeah, it's okay, all right. We're able to integrate very seamlessly with all of the hyperbridges using across all of the zkSync hyperchains, regardless whether they're L2 or L3. But, okay, you came here for a game day, right? Why do we need another roll-up? Okay, I just want to get a show of hands. How many of you here think we don't need another roll-up? Let's try that again with the zkSync team's eyes closed. Maybe we'll get a bit more hands. How many of you think we don't need another roll-up? Okay, we got one over there. And see, I concur, okay? I agree with you. We don't need another roll-up. But we've also transcended the era of need. We're now in the era of want. We're now in the era where we can push things even further. In the past, what did we need? We needed a way to solve the Byzantine problem. We needed a distributed ledger. We got Ethereum. Now, we want to push things further. Need will only get you so far. Want will take us even further. And here at zkCandy, we don't just know what gamers want. We know what game builders want as well. We all want all of these. All of us here are gamers. Developers want familiar tooling. They don't want to learn another language. They want to be able to get grants, fast block time, scalability. You've heard this all before. If you're here at SEABW, you know exactly what everybody wants. So let's go back to the video you saw at the beginning. These are some of the projects that are coming to zkCandy in the coming months. First of all, we've got Metal Genesis. We're working on a AAA blockchain game, a mecha shooter powered by NFTs, coming to the zkSync network. Second, we've got AI Girlfriends on zkCandy, developed by Hashcode Studios, the same team that worked with AnyChess, with Cool Cats, with Yuga Labs, and many more familiar Web3 brands. Next, we also want to make sure that gaming has the least friction. Therefore, we work closely with our partners at Flying Sheep Studios to bring you HTML5 games, one of which is Blaster Rush. Blaster Rush is fully HTML5. That means it runs on your phone, it runs in your browser without any download whatsoever. Just click the link and play. That's as simple as it gets. But we also want to push this further. Let's make this fully multiplayer. If you remember playing Snake on your parents' Nokia 3310, we're bringing it to the blockchain. And now you're able to play in real-time multiplayer with other players through the zkSync network and earn tokens in the process. But what about people who don't want to compete? I know we've just had a nice, really exciting esports session, but what if you don't want to compete? What if you just come to hang out? Well, we're also building a persistent web-based metaverse called Starlife. This is a place to chill, a place to hang out, and it's fully persistent, and you'll also be able to bring your friends in, once again, full HTML5, no download required, just a browser. Now, how are we going to do all this? Well, to begin, we're going to work with some of the best developers we can find, which are the people who we find here at SEABW. For that, we're building three main tools. First of all, a Candy API. The Candy API is important because it allows you to take what you know from Web 2 and apply it to Web 3. Therefore, NFT APIs allow you to not just reuse your current Web 3 talents, but also put your Web 2 talents to use in order to build blockchain games and NFT experiences for everybody. The second, I'm sure many of you builders in the hall would like to know, we have a Candy grant of up to $50 million worth of ecosystem funds allocated to not just build, but to catalyze sustainable Web3 games, projects, NFTs, and beyond. We're not just a gaming chain, we're also an entertainment chain. And finally, the Candy Passport. Again, leveraging the wonderful and amazing work our friends at zkSync do and their totally unique approach to EIP 4337, we're going to lower the boundary as far as we can for the end user and for the gamer by using account abstraction to accelerate onboarding to the point that we hopefully can achieve mobile games that feel like Web 2. Social login, you're in, you have a wallet that is self-custodial. So how do you get in on the action? Well, zkCandy's testnet comes later this month, and we have 2 games being deployed to the zkCandy testnet. Sugar Rush, a gamified NFT mint, and BTFD.WTF, which is a WTF game. You're going to have to play it to find out how this works. Now, why would anyone want to play a game on a testnet? That's because these games won't just help us test the throughput that we're promising for gamers and make sure that it works as promised. This will also be a way for us to gather your wallets and decide later on how we're going to distribute some exciting rewards that is coming to the zkCandy mainnet at the end of Q2. So finally, from me, I like to say, please keep tabs on zkCandy. There's so much happening, and it's very, very exciting time in blockchain. We're hanging out at the zkCandy booth at SEABW. You can find us there. zkSync's booth. We're a guest at the zkSync booth. It's in front of the Aptos Hall. You'll be able to hang out with us, ask us how we do things, and also follow us on our Twitter or X at zkCandyHQ. You can join us on Discord at discord.gg/zkCandy. If you want a special role in our Discord, we're giving those out. You can look for a card that we have at our table at the zkCandy booth. And finally, our website is at zkCandy.io. More information is to come. We'll be publishing a light paper very soon. So all of you who want to build, who are looking forward to an exciting future in Web3 gaming, we invite you to build on zkCandy. Lastly, we want to just say that regardless of where you're from in this hall tonight, whether you develop on an L1, an L2, L3, whether you are EVM, whether you're not EVM, this is how iCandy and Matter Labs share a vision for the future of Web3 gaming, so that gamers can experience more time playing, developers can spend less time building, and we all will enjoy more time winning. Thank you very much.